Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim. He is the name on everyone's lips. I cannot believe that he is still in a job, but he is. And helping me explore it is the wonderful Flex from the United View. Thank you so much for coming on, mate.
Thanks for having me, man.
Mate, I've been waiting for ages. I really
know,
do appreciate
it's about time. I'm loving this set, by the way. Obviously, I've seen it in the videos, but like seeing it in person,
oh, mate,
it suits you.
That's very kind, man.
The Kilburn NW65, the records, the vinyls.
Mate, thank you so much. Listen, mate. I've obviously needed to get you in the studio for a long time. We finally got you here, and it's not for good reason.
I knew it wouldn't be.
It's Ruben Amorim, isn't it? Like I appreciate that I am an outsider here. I appreciate that I'm looking at the behemoth club that is Manchester United. I have no real vested interest. If anything, I'm probably, if I'm honest, I'm a little bit snide and I want it to go wrong. Yeah. But mate, how is he the Man United manager still? It makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Scars of the past is I'm trying to explain how he's still there, right? So because it's gone so wrong so many times, so you're scarred, right? You're affected by things that have happened in the past. The fact that it's their first appointment, Ineos, I'm talking about.
Almost
so Jim
in an
Ratcliffe,
arrogant way, they need this to work, don't they? Because
they need it to work.
It's their guy.
They've invested into him. They've publicly backed him. I'm sure we'll get into even more public backing not so long ago as well. And that want for wanting it to just click into gear. No, it'll be fine. Oh, come on, no, keep going a bit more. Come on, it'll be fine. So some people call it incompetence as well, at the fact that he's still there. I think a little bit of all of them. It's definitely incompetence because you're seeing it in front of you and you're refusing to make a change. Yeah. So that's incompetent for me. The hope, where they say it's the hope that kills you, I can also get a little bit of that of, we can't, we're not even a year in. Do we have to start again? There's a little bit of that. And money as well.
But what did you make of Jim Ratcliffe's idea that you judge a manager over 3 years? That would suggest that he's ready to persevere with Ruben Amorim, almost regardless of results, until you have 3 years worth of data to analyse. That, to me, it just feels bonkers. Do you have any kind of empathy with this idea?
Me personally, it's the word give. It's not charity. Like, if you're a football manager of any club, grassroots to top level, you have to earn your time. You have to earn an extension on what you're doing. And also, to see out your tenure, you have to show something. You don't just get given that no matter what. You don't get to lose many games, break loads of records, show no progress whatsoever, be stubborn, etc., say things in the middle. You don't get to do all of that and just as a transactional thing, it doesn't matter because you've got a 3-year contract, so we just have to give it to you. You have to earn it. So I think it's crazy.
Wait, where are the standards? It's Manchester United. Without going cliche, this is
Manchester
United we're talking about. But I think that there's a truth in that. This is Manchester United that we're talking about. The most glorious institution, a footballing institution in the country, arguably. Yeah. Certainly one of the most dazzling footballing institutions in the whole of Europe, in the whole of the world. You know, the Holy Trinity stood outside of that famous neon sign. It's one of the most iconic sites in world football. Yeah. So the standards, when you are that, the standards need to be through the roof. I cannot understand how we have a situation where Ruben Amorim is the manager off the back of his record. Yeah. And for me, do you know when the line in the sand should have come? The second that the referee blew the full-time whistle in Bilbao. Yeah, that was when I saw, look, I don't really have a dog in this fight. I respect Manchester United and I kind of like the institution to be good. I like Man United to lose, but I want the institution to be strong. Man United don't lose a European final to Tottenham in Spain. Like that moment, losing to a woeful Tottenham team, a Postecoglou Tottenham team, that should have been a moment where not only,
it was enough for Spurs to do it.
Not only him. I think that, you know, Bruno Fernandes, however good you think he is, he was the captain of the team that lost to Tottenham. So he needs to play with his place in the team. He needs to play with the armband. The standards, like, you cannot lose to that Tottenham team. And everything's, in fact, the only player that really paid with his place in the team wasn't even Garnacho. He left for other reasons. It was Højlund, the kid. He's the only, like, how did they not go, everything here is wrong? And
the thing is, here's where, again, you talk about patience and actually trying to let something work, which I do agree with. I'm not going to have revisionism. I'm not going to rewrite it, right? If he would have got sacked for that, I couldn't really have complained. I couldn't, right? But I did understand that He'd come mid-season. It was absolutely horrendous. And I hear what you're saying about a sackable offence losing to Spurs in that final.
Not just Spurs. It's
No,
very important.
we finished 15th.
Postecoglou Spurs.
Yeah, and Postecoglou Spurs. But he hadn't bought a player. Obviously, okay, January didn't really count. He bought Aiden Heaven as a kid and Patrick Dorgu from Lecce. All right, cool. He started.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's not that. He needs a pre-season. So I thought, right, by the skin of your teeth, because we have just paid a lot of money for you, by the skin of your teeth, bro, go into next year, show me the summer, and prove to me that was an anomaly. Prove to me that will never happen again. Now here's where my cut-off point is, because I don't think it's unreasonable.
Have you reached that line? So my line in the sand with Amorim was Tottenham in Bilbao.
Mine was Grimsby.
Yeah, fair.
That was it.
Yeah, fair.
That was it for me. I'm like, nah, okay. I gave you a chance, and people still argue that it's early in the season, and it's only 7 games in, and you say, United fans going, we're 6 points off top. We're 6 points off top, mate, and all of this stuff. We've been here before.
For every single stat that you give me that paints him in a positive colour,
exactly.
I've got way better that paint him in a negative.
Way more.
Like, you know the victory. Like, he hasn't won enough games. No, like, he's basically won the same amount as he's lost. I think he's won 20 and lost 18, which is pitiful. But when you're Ruben Amorim and you've got a 40% win rate, the nightmare isn't in the stat. It's when you analyse who the wins have come
100%.
against. It's basically the wins are against teams that have either been relegated, promoted, or have 10 men. Beating Ipswich, they went down. Beating Leicester, they went down. Beating Aston Villa, 10 men. Beating Chelsea, 10 men. Beating Burnley, who were promoted. Beating Sunderland, who were promoted.
Yeah. And then I think we beat City as an anomaly.
Anything, yeah. Look, the City, yeah.
So I'm saying, like, there's a game. There's always a game. I think we beat Everton 4-0 as well.
But you're like, the vast majority of the wins that you analyse, it's like teams...
You can see it.
And even that Man City win, which, don't get me wrong, that was historic in its own way.
At the end.
It will go, but it will go down as well. Like, that will forever be the Diallo derby. Yeah. Like, you'll in 15 years' time, we'll look back and go Diallo.
It's like when they call it Onefield when Matt scored
exactly. It's exactly like that. It's what Pogba did to City. Yeah. You know, when he stopped them winning the league, it's Pogba's game.
Won it in the game after.
Scholes' game. Yeah, no, but
the iconic
massive. They didn't win it against
100%.
Like Pogba's derby, Scholes' derby, obviously Balotelli's derby. There's been that belongs to Diallo, but I don't think Ruben Amorim can really take too much. It was Diallo's unpredictable brilliance. That isn't great management.
No. I think when we're at a stage, Rory, where we're coming up to a year in, right? And, there's all this hype all the time of getting close to winning 2 games in a row, winning back-to-back. Back-to-back. The geezer grown his hair, bro.
I know, poor guy.
Shout out United Strand. Yeah. Shout out Frank. Lovely guy.
Frank,
had him on, spoke to him loads. Wicked guy. He may as well said, I ain't cutting my hair until we win 2 games in a row.
Five's a lot. Five's a lot.
Wait. He may as well said it. If he would have said, I'm not cutting my hair until Man United Football Club win 2 games in a row in the Prem, his hair would look like this, where he can't even fit. If I'm looking at myself in this shot, he wouldn't fit in the shot.
His hair's not in the shot.
He'd have to do the ultra wide lens.
Mate, what do you make? And I've come in for some stick. I don't know if you've seen it, but I perhaps went a little bit too heavy on Russell Martin, because I just have no real respect for that kind of management. No, I just really don't.
Yeah, but for the stubborn, you think you're it, my way's all the highway, and you're losing every single week. It's pathetic.
It's pathetic. Do you know what my argument with regard to Russell Martin, like Bozo, who's rightfully been sacked from Glasgow Rangers? Do you know what I said? And I got a bit of stick because I did go a little bit too heavy, and maybe for that I apologise, but equally maybe I don't. I haven't thought about it. I just don't understand how you can be, when you are Russell Martin or Ruben Amorim, how you can be this arrogant, a manager, the true quality, the absolute brilliance, the pinnacle, the zenith of management in this country, in my opinion, Sir Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson, when Manchester United were playing away in a tricky European tie, Manchester United are playing away at the Ataturk, Sir Alex Ferguson, the best who have ever done it in this country, in my opinion, is well ready to go 5 in midfield. He's well ready to sacrifice his system. The greatest. Ruben Amorim is not. Ruben Amorim is so far from being pragmatic that he just does the same thing over and over again. Imagine if I took my car's broken, right? I take my car to the garage and I go, mate, it don't work. He goes, okay, let me change the fan belt. He changes the fan belt. And then it don't work. I go, mate, the car don't work still. He goes, okay, let me change the fan belt. I go, okay, this still don't work though. He goes, okay, let me change the fan belt. I'm like, mate, can you try something else? Because this ain't working.
But people, I don't understand how. Here's what happens, right? Let me say this, right? There's so much emotion in our fan base, and like I said, so much scars of the past, yeah. That it's like United fans don't want to have this like normal conversation about like what any football manager should do. Like, it's your job, bro. Like, your job is to find solutions within what you've got. It will buy you more time. It will get people to believe more in what you're doing. It will get people to ease off a little bit. If I saw him trying every single game to just find a solution, you know, Arne Slot's doing it. He's Premier League champion.
Mate, manage your way out of a
He
problem.
put his Salah on the bench.
He put Gravenberch in midfield when they didn't sign a midfielder and made him a new...
You have to do it. You've got to find a way.
Manage
all these
your way
players
out of the problem.
Gakpo, you might have to play here. So I mean, and we're seeing teams do this across the land. So I hear what you're saying. And what we don't... The problem is at United is that we're so scared of starting again because we always have to do it, that we're allowing this. Yeah. That's the truth for it. Because when I speak to people, they're saying, yeah, but do you want to... We'll be back in here in a year's time. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? Analogy of like, bro, you buy the car, like you say, it don't work. You have nothing but problems with it. It's got the warranty and all that. You give it back to the dealership. You just go and get another brand. Yeah. I'm gonna go and get another brand. I
don't trust you anymore.
Okay, but what are you gonna do after you give that back and you're here in a year and it don't work? I'm going to give the car back and I'm going to get another brand. Yeah. I'm going to book with this airline and it's cancelled and it's delayed.
Yeah. I'm never using you again, am I?
I'm not going to...
I just don't get it.
I'm going to go Virgin.
I know.
I'm going to go Emirates.
I just don't get it.
I'm going to get another one.
Do you know what? We've gone very heavy on Amorim here, and I think we've been correct, but it's important to kind of balance it and play devil's advocate. There was an episode of Stick to Football that went out recently that I thought was very interesting, and they explored on there. Is there a manager out there that would succeed at Manchester United? When you think about the playing personnel, when you think about the staff, culture of the club, recent history of the club, I'm talking about the last decade, is there a manager that you go, for example, the best manager around at the moment is, I think, let's go non-controversial, the guy that won the Champions League and a treble was Luis Enrique. Let's go Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique is the best manager around at the moment. Do you think that if Manchester United somehow were to prize Luis Enrique from the clutches of Paris Saint-Germain, he is an immediate success? Or at least, not even immediate, take that word out of the sentence. Does he become a success at Man United?
Well, I think we're essentially asking the wrong question because we're looking for finality, right? We're looking for a quick answer to something in totality, which is different to, is there a manager who could come in and improve you and get you on the right track? Yeah. Because that's what we're asking for. I think it's too...
You don't need to win the league, do you?
This is what I'm saying, bro.
The league
we're not saying Amorim has to be in top 4.
No.
We're not saying he must be challenging for
Just
the league.
top half? Yeah.
So, again, I think we're asking the wrong questions. And this is what makes people defensive in the fan base when you start having these types of conversation. Who'd you get? Who? You tell me now someone's going to come in here, walk in here and make us good.
See, I think I know the answers to that, though.
I
know you asked that rhetorically. I know you're asking...
Glasner would get us playing well. Iriola would get us playing well.
Glasner was exactly who I was going to say.
Yeah, and people say, well, he plays the same system or this, that and the other. I saw an interview of Oliver Glasner. He said, I want to play 4-4-2.
But I don't have the personnel.
I don't have the players, so I play this. And that's it. It's not rocket science. So I think, as a United fan, I'm not even necessarily looking... There's no guarantees in football. Yeah. Ever. You can get Pep Guardiola out of Manchester City and go, right, go manage Real Madrid now. Obviously, we wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I know what you're
saying.
Go
back to Barca. It's hypothetical. It just might not work with the players and this, that. But there's going to be a certain level that you can expect. And I just think that's all it needs to be. It only needs to be baby steps, bro. Just show a level of consistency. People keep comparing it to Arteta, right? Yeah, great for him. I know we cuss Arsenal all the time, say once he's built his team, what has he won and stuff like that. Yeah. But it's incomparable, Amorim and Arteta. That's being stupid, isn't it? We finished 8th and 8th, didn't finish 15th. So already, nothing there. Yeah. Won something immediately. Amorim had the chance to win something immediately, messed it up against a poor Spurs team. Yeah. Spent more than him in the first 2 windows. Also, I saw Arteta going, I'll play 5. I'm going to play 5. Right, let's experiment a bit. I think we're ready to go forward, back. Got beat. Right, go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Try.
Work.
And you got to see year-on-year improvement.
Also, when you are hunting for a trophy, when you are, some would you can spin it as a positive, right? No distraction of European football. Don't go out the League Cup. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's the other thing. 1 game a week, so we should be better. There's more time on the training ground. Remember, more time on the training ground.
Yeah.
Do you know what else I've actually become in this period, right? And I don't care anymore. At the beginning, I was like, wow, is that what people are really doing? You know, when we've been there and it's like you become the villain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, bro, there's been loads of people who are like, oh, you're just on, Flex has changed. Like, just because he's on TalkSport and that now, and or he never used to be toxic like this, or is it
toxic because you're asking for the manager's head, basically? Is that what?
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you know why?
You don't have the stomach for a rebuild. I fought better than you, and better of you. And I'm like, first of all, I can't help you with that. But secondly, if you're okay with these standards, and after 50 games, I'm like, we're going nowhere.
Do you know why it's
What's
an
wrong with
interesting debate? And it's only interesting because it's very specific to Manchester United. I say this with part admiration, but also part cynicism. As a support, you are incredibly loyal.
Yeah.
And I think that that's good and bad. So if you compare it to a Chelsea, for example, yes, we would buy our own players. Yes, when I was a kid, we were booing Djukanovic. I didn't really understand it, but we were booing Djukanovic, central midfielder for us. That happened. That regularly happened. There are managers that we have booed. Maurizio Sarri was regularly booed in the ground.
Yeah, you
Rafael Benitez finished third in the league and won a Europa League in Amsterdam, and we hate him. I would argue that's the very definition of principle.
Yeah.
It's not plastic. We hated him before. He turned up. He won a European trophy. We hate him after. But we can do that. We can kind of turn on what is seen as being our own. You, as a club, and it's interesting, you don't. You don't do that.
We wait, and we don't want to. We're not a sacking club.
David Moyes,
we're
you're
not
singing
toxic.
that song, the song, Status Quo song, whatever it is. You're singing David Moyes' song all the time. Like you're 3-0 down to us one year. I remember like the stadium bouncing.
Yeah,
like
we're very loyal, especially match-going
very
fans.
loyal.
You know what I mean, very loyal.
You do not turn on your manager. And I think it's partly because of Fergie's quote, "You're going to back this manager."
Yeah.
It's partly because of the Mark Robbins story of keeping Fergie in a job, and we was going to get sacked, and ultimately,
if we didn't win that game,
But I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's a good thing.
It's not helpful all the time.
Do you? No, it's not.
It's not helpful all the time because what it does is, like, I mean, if you're not careful, if you live like that, that's fine, but you're gonna end up having blind loyalty.
Yeah.
Because what happens is I've actually spoke to a lot of United fans that say, when I say, all right, we're not having a go at each other, we're actually just talking, because there are some sensible people you can have a nice conversation with. I go, bro, tell me, why are you sticking with Ruben then? I just don't want to.
It's loyal.
And they actually admit it. Like, bro, just because I just hope it gets better, man. Like I just don't want to.
There's no rationale.
I just don't want to start again.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's not the answer.
And guess what? Even Ruben himself has sat in presses going, I've been in the presses. I'm there, and he's gone. I can't defend myself. I'm not gonna say like you should do this or you should do that or why I'm. I got nothing. I got nothing.
But the board
nothing left field.
But the board have backed it weirdly. He said he doesn't mind going. He even suggested that he wouldn't take his payoff. But
that's because he's emotionally unstable.
Yeah. But the board have backed him.
And you can't be like that as Man United manager.
No, you can't be emotional at all.
Because obviously you got to stamp your authority. And I get the us against the world thing, by the way. Because what people don't like, what a lot of the United fans don't like is, Flex, stop going in public and you're just basically talking down on the club all the time.
Yeah.
It's
not the club though, is it? It's not. You're not.
Exactly.
You're not. It's not the club. It's the decisions that the club are making.
So someone will watch this and go, "See, Flex out gets sitting with Rory and allowing Rory to talk about our club like this." And I'm like, but this tribalism of just like pretending it's good. I'm not on. Like we've gone to the pits of hell. Yeah. I'm not on that anymore.
Grimsby is that.
Do you know what I mean?
Grimsby is as low as it can
and that
go.
wasn't like a smash and grab. Like they scored a penalty, then we couldn't get back in the game. Mate, that game should have been 3-0.
Yeah.
Their manager played the back four against us.
When we were kids, you lost to York City, and people my age will always think of that. Grimsby is another one of those. Like, if you're 8-9 years old, you'll remember Man United going out the cup to Grimsby. Like, and that's how big it is.
In a manner that when I saw us play, I'm going, I see that when we play against Fulham.
Yeah.
When I was watching Grimsby, I thought we was in a normal Premier League game.
Yeah.
Or we were in a League Two game, one or the other.
Yeah, I just
it's ridiculous.
So Amorim was hired, right, on the 1st of November 2024.
Yeah.
Where is Ruben Amorim on the 1st of November 2027? Because they're talking about a 3-year. Is he still the Manchester United manager?
Do you know what? My instant thing says no, because it'll probably just lose too many games in a condensed period, which is where they'll pull the plug. But actually, what could well happen, because I've been thinking about this, so it's good that you asked me, this is on my mind, because I've been trying to dissect what Sir Jim said. Because I was angry at first, and I thought about it, and I went, CEOs say this crap all the time.
Yeah.
Karen Brady was on TalkSport, mate.
That was amazing.
She was on TalkSport.
She was on TalkSport. We went, we will always back our manager. And then she sacked him 24 hours later.
So
That was mental. They made Potter do that press conference where they asked him about the face swap.
So, like, let's not get this twisted.
Yeah, they
like,
say anything.
They can say what they want. Evangelos Marinakis, when it was the European draw for the Europa League, was going, we'll be fine with it. We're going to sort this out. And I remember thinking, well, I didn't expect that. 2 weeks later, he's gone. So, results drive everything. Yeah. And actually, even with Nuno's case, it weren't even really results. They just fell out. Yeah. So, results... Potter went on to not win again. Yeah. So, I know I was on TalkSport saying I'm going to do that. He's a family friend. I think her husband gets on really well. There's a lot of things going on. Don't care, mate. Yeah. Bye. Yeah. So, him saying, I would like to give him 3 years... Do you know what? Although I disagree with that, in terms of him saying that's my intention...
Doesn't actually matter.
It's not really, you can't get angry about that.
Doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything. And actually, my intention is for Ruben Amorim to turn it around. Yeah. My intention is for him to win back-to-back games.
What's your prediction? Is he the Man United manager at the end of the season? Let's forget the 3
years.
Yeah,
I think he will be, And the reason why I think he will be is because I think that you see this, what we're doing, of like, you can win a game, then obviously we won't back that up with another win. So we'll be 14th in that and 13th. But Ineos are showing me that I think they're all right with that. They must
one
be.
game from crisis every game.
But
he's always a Rizzler paper away from a crisis.
So Jim said, well, we're not just going to do the knee-jerk reaction off of, one bad game. So by that logic then, we're going to win, then lose, then win. Then
That'll
draw.
Be enough to keep him in a job.
I think he's just going to keep and then we'll be like 13th. And so their standards are going to keep him
in. If it's another season like last year, I feel like the fans will turn. But
for me, it has to be.
Time will tell, man.
For me, it has to. For me, might not even make it to the next international break.
No. Mate, it's always an honour to talk football with you, Flex, man. Thank you so much for finding the time.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching the video. Really do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a like. Please click subscribe. And make sure that you click the link in the description below. You'll find all the links to Flex's channel over there. Some fantastic Manchester United content. Make sure that you check it out. Ta-da.